So the British government are releasing 1,600 prisoners early. Now, before you get caught up in a Twitter, tickety talk, algo, bukkake of all the information and listening to people's opinion as if it's news, let's get a few things straight. Why are the government having to do this? And the details of who is getting released. Right, so 1,750 prisoners in England and Wales. I don't know what's happening in Scotland. I'm assuming we've got more prison space than we can deal with. Offenders, here the devil's in the detail. I've already heard the right-wing bull crap, the right-wing press. And they are meeting from the meeting they had in Castle Grayskull round the round table, their talking point, their meme, if you will, is Sir Keir Starmer letting loose all these rogues on our street. It's a breakdown of law and order. We need more cops, more authoritarianism. Sieg Heil, motherfuckers! And the underclass, the working class, whatever you want to call us, they're not most of them, that's wrong. A lot of them in their social media bubbles are gobbling this shit up. Nigel Farage is for the working man. Tommy Robinson's for the working man. So, who's getting released? Offenders serving less than 5 years are being released after 40% of their sentence rather than 50%. So if you it's similar up here, I can't remember the exact details, but if you get under a certain amount of years shoved up your arse, you only serve half the sentence if you get good behaviour and all that jazz. So rather than releasing people at halfway through their sentence, they're releasing people at 40% through their sentence, right? So these are the details that you need to get straight. And I'm not justifying it. I'm not saying it's great. In an ideal scenario, there'd be enough prison spaces for people who should be in prison. But before you let the spin hit you of they're releasing rapists, they're releasing murderers, well, let's have a wee look at the devil's in the detail, innit? The plan excludes offenders jailed for violent offences. So if you're in for eating violence, this isn't applying to you. With sentences of at least 4 years, as well as sex offenders. So no sex offenders are affected. Anybody doing more than 4 years for a violent offence, any sex offenders, and any domestic abusers. Okay, so I've already heard the spin for fucking that fat blob that pretends to be some sort of a human being. He can talk. I don't know how he gets himself into work, Mike Graham, this morning, and he's already talking about they're releasing sex offenders, domestic abusers. What if they re-offend? Well, welcome to the UK prison service for fucking God knows as long as I've fucking known about it. You go in, do your time, come out, do some more crime, and then go in and do your time. So the spin of that these people are going to re-offend. Oh, it just hurts my head the way they spin it, because when you run it through your Spock brain and apply some logic, it doesn't make logic at all. And nobody's addressed the fact, why are they having to free up lots of space? Answers in a postcard. Because of the UK rioters. Because of the UK rioters. The far right. I just want to fucking cause chaos. It's not a protest, it's a riot. If it's a protest, what are you protesting? Anyway, so there you have it. The UK government are letting 17,500 prisoners out And as I got, the devil's in the detail. So whether you're left wing or right wing or whatever, man, don't let your windy licking device wind you up about this stuff. And certainly don't let it implant into your head that they're just opening the doors and fucking putting murderers and rapists and all that back on the streets, man. It's just not the reality. Get it? Got it. Good. Cat cheese, no cats or cheese were needed in this filming.